Jacob Caldwell, medical intuitive and massage therapist in Seattle, and I'd like to tell you about my testimonial of the David Sereda's Lightstream wand. It's got rubies and garnets in there, and it's hooked up to some software that hooks up these harmonics, so it's kind of like a sound machine, riff machine, blasting frequencies to hopefully light up your DNA and turn things back on. And so I'd like to tell you about my MCL minor tear in my legs. So there's the ACL, which everyone knows about with athletes, and the other one, the inner one, is the MCL. So they both make this ligament that stabilizes your knee. And so I jumped off a lifeguard stand when I was 19, and my knee went bent the other way, in a way it's not supposed to go to. So I didn't really tear it, but I maybe sprained it really good, to where I took 20 years of walking on it wrong, and I had shin splints and plantar fasciitis and knee pain, hip pain, low back pain, all associated with it. And so I've pretty much cleared a lot of that stuff, but the last thing I couldn't really do was stretch my MCL. It's inside your knee. You can't really poke at it and dig at it, and it's tough to stretch. So I just couldn't get to it. And I've been working about 8 years. I wrote a book on how to walk correctly, and so a lot of that stems from this injury. So I've taken care of my plantar fasciitis, my low back pain, hip pain, shin splints, and all that stuff. But the last part is my knee, the MCL, was not quite firing, and so the surrounding muscles around my knee had to kick in, so it kind of makes my knee stiff. Snowboarding, my leg gets tired quicker because it's the back leg, so it doesn't last very long. So I kind of stop the day when my knee says okay. So I got this a month ago, and in my first week, first session, I did about 2 hours on my knee, and the next day my knee pops in a good way, a good popping sound. And it felt like it was my MCL, and it actually fired for the first time. And then 3 days later, I did another session for 2 hours. I just rested it on my knee, and it popped again. And since then, it's been feeling stronger. It's like that muscle's actually back online, and it's working again. And so in the second week, I noticed the surrounding muscles around my knee that have been doing most of the work. I could start feeling them. That inner pain in the knee was not there anymore, so going up and down stairs, it wasn't there. And the third week, I kept doing a session here and there for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then I noticed I was able to last longer snowboarding. My knee wouldn't give out or get tired as fast. And I noticed, then I noticed a lot of muscle guarding, which just happens when you have an injury. You kind of do this. And I would do that with my knee, like when I'm about to get into bed and I got to do a little turn thing there, or going up and down stairs, I would do like a, make sure my knee doesn't give out, because 7, 8 years ago it did. I would be walking around and be so tight that I would just fall over with no warning. And so I have this kind of like paranoia going up downstairs, or like holding my kid, and and so I'm a massage therapist. I know about how to do that stuff, but I couldn't do it. So so I've noticed, like about week 4, that a lot of this called phantom guarding, pain that's not there, but you're still like bracing for it. By week 4, I was starting to notice that and stop doing that because my knee didn't hurt. And so now I feel more confident with it. I'm going upstairs, put more weight on it, because when you have an injury like that, you're kind of like off to the side. And I have now noticed that I can stand up straighter and walk more correctly with confidence, and lean forward like this. My knee's not going to give out. And so I think this is mostly contributed to the light stream wand. So I think it works best for those deep. This is kind of why I got it. It helps with like nerve pain, scar tissue, that deep down stuff where the injury is. But as a massage therapist, you can only go on like the top level of the muscles really. But getting into like my inside knee and deep into your body and your organs is you almost don't get there sometimes as a massage therapist because there's so much trauma and overprotection on there you can't get there. And so this seems to be able to get into those really tight parts. And so then the surrounding muscles have been able to work around my knee and actually get those flowing again. And so this has been a quite enlightening process, and I got more testimonials I'm going to share, but this one is the MCL inner leg testimonial. Thank you.